We now know that Terrell Owens has torn his ACL. His agent, Drew Rosenhaus, made sure to tell us that he'll be ready to go come the beginning of the season. We don't really know if that's the case, but what do you think? Would T.O., as a free agent, even have suitors given where he's at right now?
Well, there's so many variables here, and I think the most important one is that we believe he tore his ACL, and we believe he's already had it surgically repaired. We believe that's happened in the last couple months. So the bottom line is that Terrell Owens, in his prime, at 27 or 28, would be done until the 2012 season. This is not a little fractured bone in the tibia. Even though there was some ligament damage in Philadelphia, he made it back in about 8 weeks. An ACL, Wes Welker's the benchmark. Miraculously, he came back and played at a Pro Bowl level in 8 months. 8 months still puts T.O. in the 2012 season. So, assuming that ACL was torn and has been repaired, no, T.O. is not going to play this year.
He didn't have a lot of suitors last year. Not a lot of people were going after an older wide receiver with a big mouth. Do you see now one with a bum knee as well? Teams lining up to get him?
Well, and the remarkable thing is that he didn't have a lot of suitors, and he had a great year. He put up some big numbers in Cincinnati, and that was even getting hurt towards the end of the season. I think the big problem for T.O. now is that until he got to Philadelphia, he was controversial, but he was a good teammate. He was never a problem. He was never a distraction. But after the Philadelphia and the Dallas experiences, it's not like some owner's going to say, hey, I want this guy in my locker room, So maybe if there's a contending team, we know there's going to be a salary cap once the labor impasse is settled. Maybe if they've got some money to bury and they can stash him for 8-10 weeks, get him for a late run, maybe, but I don't think so. I just don't think T.O. plays.
The next question is, where does he kind of stand all time? We have a poll up on the website right now. Is Terrell Owens a Hall of Famer? What do you say?
Adam, you look at the numbers and what he's accomplished, and he's a slam dunk guy for Canton. But so is Chris Carter. And Chris Carter is now waiting 3 years and counting and hasn't gotten in. What do they both have in common? Nothing on the ring finger, guys. And maybe that's fair, maybe it's not. T.O. is a Hall of Famer. Chris Carter's a Hall of Famer. They should both get in, but based on what's happened to Carter, I think T.O. is going to wait a while even after he's eligible.
We'll have to see if he can add to those credentials somewhere this year. If he does, it's probably going to be thanks to Drew Rosenhaus. He finds a way to get guys on teams. That is the latest on what's going on with Terrell Owens. For the best news around the league, be sure to follow us on Twitter or go to ProFootballWeekly.com.